Hello YouTube, Sirius here and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. The videos are getting a few more views than I was originally anticipating, which makes it a little embarrassing just how little effort I'm putting into this series, but I made a decision a while ago in the past that I would no longer put in a lot of effort into my YouTube channel because gaming is just something for me to relax to. And you know, honestly, most of my time is being put into my card game. Every time I'm feeling like I want to be creative, that's where my creative energy goes. So really, I'm just here to play the game, and if you enjoy watching, that's great. If not, well, you know, I'm gonna play it anyway because I'm just here to have a little bit of a break from my busy schedule. Alright, let's figure out what we need to do. We're running a bunch of research, so I think until that's really done, there isn't really all that much left. I mean, we could potentially already prepare for the crystal smelting, right? And we could potentially upgrade. I mean, let me figure that out. Crystal smelting, right? What do we need to create? The structure matrix. So we need diamonds. And titanium? Oh gee, okay. So we will need...
Mineral depleted.
That's actually... It's actually a bit far off. We might be researching that a bit too soon, to be honest. I don't see where the diamond is. Right, we can do the organic crystal. We can do the plastics. Just don't see where the diamond is. We will, of course, need titanium smelting. Ah, okay, the diamond is here. Right, so the diamond is being made from charcoal. Okay. Yeah, let's change our research queue a little bit because this... Okay, and we want to unlock flight, right? So let's grab some coal. I think we've made the engines. Yes, so let's grab some coal and queue that. Because we're gonna have to leave this planet soon, I think, if we really wanna unlock diamonds and all that, or whatever. We will need titanium, right? We will need down here high strength crystals. We will need high strength crystals so we can make structure matrices. Okay, so there's a bunch of things that we need to take care of. Bunch of things, okay. All queues full, okay. Okay, just remove this from queue then. And then need 50 more coal. All right.
Mineral depleted.
I don't know where the other stack of coal went. It's saying I have 132, so I'm just a little confused where the other stack went. Supposedly it's in my inventory, I just can't see it anywhere.
Mineral depleted.
Alright. Let's shove this in there. Alright, it's not going anywhere. I was wondering, why is it not going anywhere? It's because we're not really doing anything with it. Alright. So, everything going according to plan. I think the only thing that we need to worry about is oil. And if I remember right, we were about to build an oil refinery. That's why we've set up the manufacturing of prisms over here. And we had yet to get the glass over here, if I'm not mistaken. This is lacking glass. Okay, yes. So I'm gonna have to work on getting the glass over here. Shouldn't be too difficult. The glass is sitting around in a container right here, and we can move that up there together with our silicon. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of that. There we go. And then I guess we're going all the way up top, maybe. I don't know. See, I'm thinking I might need more silicon, so I will leave that there. We're going to go on the bottom for the glass. No, let's go on the second level for the glass. That'll also create an interesting look, I think. Right, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to get glass up here. Allow for automation. And I guess we can remove the glass from there. So now we can go ahead and I'm just gonna use the normal sorter. Go over here with glass. Sure that glass is filtered in here. Okay, so now we can move the glass
Mineral depleted.
in there. And voila! We have glass traveling. Now we're going to move the glass over here.
Upgrade complete.
Yay, we can fly. Okay, we're not gonna fly just yet. Hold your horses. Okay, move glass from there to here. Now, of course, we have a little bit of a problem, and that is that we need to go up a level. And I'm wondering if I can just copy this whole thing here with a blueprint, so I can just put it in there. We'll see. I wanted to experiment with that because they can be a little tedious to set up. I mean, it's not too bad, but I am very curious if it would let me do that. So if I just select all this, right? It should be relatively easy, right? So we're just going to do that, say use now, and we're just going to put that there. And we're just going to make the upper one as well, so we already have it prepared for when we need it. Right? It's honestly what I should have been doing. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was just thinking, oh well, how did I not think of this? How did I not think of this? That is ridiculous. I should have really thought of that. Okay, let's grab 300, should be enough. The game gives me a system to copy things over, and I'm not using it. It's, yeah. Honestly, it's a little dumb. Okay. So, we're going glass through here, through there, and then up here. We will just have to use the third level for this. And that's okay. So, let's go ahead and use this box. And let's just use the one on the outside. And now we want to make sure glass is being accepted in here. One moment. Ay, ay, ay.
Mineral depleted.
Okay, I do not see why glass is stuck somewhere. Are we not producing any? Oh, it's because it's not getting much stone, is it? Yeah, okay. So let's upgrade you and you. Now that should fix it. But still somehow glass is not being filtered through here the way I wanted to. So if the glass is arriving here, maybe if we do this, it'll... Okay, it's finally working. It's finally working. Okay. So we've got glass going through here. And I guess we can also remove glass from here. Wait, which box is this? Is this that box? No, we need glass in here. Or do we? Try what happens if I do this. Okay, looks like it's just traveling through. So we can just move it from here, and then it'll travel through there, in there. Okay, I think that fixes it. We've got more glass coming in than we have silicon. And now let's go ahead and... This one's easy though. Unless we want to dip down here as well, but I think I'm fine because here we are high enough. I mean, here the distance is short enough. I only do these dips if I feel like the distance is a little long, to kind of make it seem like it has more structural integrity. Really, that's like the only reason why, because I don't like when there's too many really long floating lines. If they're short like this, I don't mind so much. Okay. You know, I'm wondering. I don't think it works. But I'm wondering if over here I'm also interested in perhaps dropping down a level from the third level, right? Because I still have one input that I can use on this box here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and we're gonna start on level 4 here. And then we're gonna drop down to level 2. And I wonder if I set this to glass, if glass will be able to pass through if I just connect it. Nope, okay. So you always need to have at least one stack in there. I kind of wish I could limit this to just, you know, I only want one. Like, I only want one piece of glass in there. So, but if there's a holdup, that's a problem. I mean, the thing is, obviously, the way to get rid of that is to not have a box, right? If I don't want overflow, just get rid of a box. But I do like the boxes because they create sort of like structure, right? They work like pillars almost, and I don't really have any other way to get the same look and feel as with the boxes. Plus the boxes allow me to elegantly just turn directions, right? So kind of like I'm doing over here, right? So I'm just elegantly just putting it back in there, and I can have more inputs, right? If I'm running out of iron at some point, I can just insert some iron here on the side, and it'll allow me to distribute it vertically and then distribute it horizontally again. So I do like the boxes. The boxes are great. The only thing that they're kind of creating that I don't like is that they're creating this overflow. It's not that big a deal though. And over here, I'm probably going to remove that Tesla tower. We can probably move that somewhere else. Honestly, we might even be able to just remove it entirely. Well, actually, no. It's a shame we can't... Oh, actually, we can. We can just put it in between there. Awesome. I do wish there was a way to get power cables underground. Now that would be sweet. It would also be nice if you could put Tesla towers on top of boxes. That'd be nice too. But oh well. But this is now going to allow us to run the glass over here. So let's go ahead and oops. Let's take this glass from here. Move it into here. Filter on. It does take a while to set all these filters. But it's also really satisfying. Of course, once you have the... Like, if you plan like a structure, like a bigger structure, and you use blueprint mode, and of course, you know, you can just copy pasta everything. You know, if I want to just build the same thing, just another time, I can just copy the whole thing, and then everything will be copied over. Okay, we're making prisms. Now we just need to get our coils over here, which is simple enough. Let's see. Is that fast enough? Oh, it's just about fast enough. Huh. Okay. It just about has the exact speed necessary to do this. And then of course what we can do is we can output these into that box over there. Just very simple. Do we need a whole box of these? Nah, probably not. Let's limit it to this much. Alright, let's grab some. Also kind of want to get rid of some stuff. Okay, no glass. It looks like the glass is stuck against something. Oh, wait. I'm a moron. Okay, let's get the glass train running. There we go. And of course boxes also serve another function, and it's that you can switch directions. Right, you can just switch things around. And I do remember that, I think, didn't I just... Where did I put that box? Oh yeah, there is the box where I just wanted to switch directions of these lanes. I still haven't fixed it. I may go and fix it eventually, or you know, I'll just keep a box there. It's kind of ugly, but oh well. Alright, so the reason we wanted to do this is because we've got a bunch of oil over there. Let's do 2, and we will need a few more of these. Grab some more. Because I think we're hardly utilizing these enough. We need a lot more hydrogen. And if I'm not mistaken, this planet over here has...
Replication complete.
a lot of hydrogen. 0.2 per second. That's not a lot. But hey, you know, I wanted to play with scarce resources. I mean, if this is endless, okay. I wonder how long this is going to last me. 0.2, because that doesn't seem like a lot. Alright, and over here you had a lot of stone actually. Like, wow, so much stone. Okay. We only have 3 planets in the system as far as I know, and then you had the Silicon, right? Yeah. Is there no moons or anything? I mean, we are on a moon, but the other planets don't have moons as far as I'm aware. No, there is one. Oh wait, that's a little star. That's interesting. Oh wow. Or did I click that wrong?
Mineral depleted.
Yeah, I guess I did that wrong. There should not be. Yeah, I just clicked a random star that was behind it. All right. So yeah, we need more hydrogen.
Mineral depleted.
And so we are going to go over here. Let's actually make another one of these. And we're going to harvest oil from these 2 locations as well.
Replication complete.
Oh wait. This way, and then the other one. I mean, I guess it would make more sense to just collect the crude oil in one place.
Mineral depleted.
Right now that I'm looking at it, it would probably make a lot more sense to just collect the crude oil in one place and then just have a bunch of refineries. Right, so if I just put a bunch of refineries here, I can just get more crude oil in there. Okay, so we'll do that maybe over here. Oh no, I destroyed the rock. I was so sure it was gonna be fine. Well, you see, the thing is, you don't need to put the refineries in their own place. You can just refine the oil directly behind, like we're doing over here, right? We're just going through this, and then we're going to the refinery. That way, we're not gathering more oil than we can refine anyway, right? The refinery only has a certain output. insufficient power, okay. We don't really have much soil pile, but we do need more power. So I think we might go and...
Mineral depleted.
just for the heck of it extend our solar panels as far as we can, at least. And I know I'm getting a little sidetracked, but you know, it's the beauty of games like this. When you're playing at your own pace, you can just do whatever you want. I'm allowed to get sidetracked. Okay, so let's just go ahead and... This will also maybe give me some soil pile, right? So, because this is a little elevated, it'll get me some soil pile. So you can kind of see how that's dipping down there. It's giving me quite a lot. It would be nice if you could just choose to harvest it, but then again, I suppose the best way to do it is to just cover the whole place in foundations and then remove them again. This will level everything. Oh well. Oh no. I was sure that was going to destroy the tree, but it didn't. Okay, great. Of course, solar power is kind of like a double-edged sword, because it is producing power, but it's not producing power all day, so there's that. And I think we should have... You know what? We have our blueprint. Let's use it.
Mineral depleted.
Oh, okay. How can I... Okay, it was apparently too close. There we go. Oh, shoot. I'm destroying all the trees. Yeah, okay. I did not think about that. Gee, okay. Also, what the hell? Why is this not... Is this... For a moment I was thinking these aren't straight, but it's just because the sun is kind of like on an axis. Usually I think that on the equator the sun goes directly around, right? So on the equator these shouldn't be tilted like that. But somehow they are. It's kind of odd. Oh well. Anyway, we're producing more power, and we'll probably want some wind turbines though. Right, I think I've decided we're going to put the refineries right there again, right? So just like this. Again, I kind of really don't like that these two systems are so oddly uncompatible with one another. Incompatible. Right, it's just... I'm also not having a tank here. Because what for, right? I'm just looking at this... Or I looked at the setup and I was just thinking, what do I have that tank for?
Replication complete.
I mean, sure, you can probably turn the crude oil into something else down the line, but currently it only serves one purpose for me, and you know, like what do I need overflow for, right? So I'm just going to run it directly in there. Because why the hell not? This one we're gonna have facing this way. Right, why not just have it directly like this? And then we're gonna go ahead and just power all this with wind turbines. Let's go ahead and put them out here.
Mineral depleted.
Another offshore wind farm. Okay. That should produce me 3.6 megawatts.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, so that's only 2%. Okay. Nice, more drone flight speed. And now we can go ahead and power everything else. That requires a foundation. Okay, then let's just put it there. Voila, it is working. Okay, I wanna just get you here first. There we go, just a little power line. And of course we can use the same storage here, same oil storage. We can eventually fill this entire thing in. So we're going to use the same storage, and then for the hydrogen, it might actually make sense to have a hydrogen tank. I'm also realizing I don't really need one line per thing, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this up a little bit.
Mineral depleted.
Just trying to think about how we're gonna do that. Can I make the size of it smaller? Shrink. So if I put that there, right? So I'm gonna remove the whole thing there. So let's remove all this. Don't tell me my graphite is a problem.
Mineral depleted.
It was. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. I know it's a little awkward, but I don't care. That way we have overflow. So now the only thing that I'm a little iffy with is, of course, but this doesn't connect very well anymore, and we also have a problem here. It's certainly not very elegant, and I can fix it eventually. Eventually, when I decide I want to fix it, I can. Right, so getting it to function first is the first step. Getting it to look good is the second step. Yeah, this is just... whatever, going that way. It's just that right now I don't want to think about, you know, getting it to work better. Because the thing is, these are about to run out eventually, and then I'm gonna remove them anyway, right? But I certainly think that I could do this a lot more elegant. Just a whole lot more elegant. Eventually we're gonna have to do something with all this oil, but oh well. At least for now, everything's sorted. So now what we need to do is we need to get all this from here over there. Yeah, now I'm kind of regretting that I'm not just taking everything to, you know, like, it probably would be a lot better to build a big refinery and then just get the oil to the refinery. So yeah, might do that next time, right? Might do that next time and just rip everything apart again and then just build a big nice refinery, you know, so that we just have a nice system where all the crude oil is just being, you know, inputted into the refinery, and the refinery is just, it's just good to go, right? I think that actually would be a lot nicer. Oh well, but for now we're not gonna bother with it. We're just going to go ahead and connect these. So I'm just going to connect to right there. So we're just going to go take
Mineral
our...
depleted.
And then we're going to want to take our hydrogen. And I'm probably going to create another hydrogen tank. So let's make another box. Tank actually. Iron. I'm always running out of iron. Do I have a stack in here? Yes, I do. I'm going to just put another one right here, so I don't know, just it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna put it right there. And over here, just going to connect the other one very crudely as well. It's always after I've already done everything in a crude way that I'm thinking, it would be so nice if this was nicer. Or I could make this nicer. Why am I not making this nicer?
Mineral depleted.
So yeah, because I'm thinking that next time I'm just going to build that facility. Yeah, whatever. Right.
Replication complete.
And this is just part of the game, right? It's just part of the game to realize, oh well, I should have built this differently. Once you understand how the facilities work and where you need the resources, it'll be a lot easier to plan for that. You know, how you actually want to have that look. So it's not bad, and one of my commenters actually said that as well, is that, you know, they just did very weird connections to understand how everything works, and that is so true. You want to understand how everything works, and once you understand how it works, that's when you can perfect it. That's when you can go ahead and make it look good. You'll then have the liberty to actually do that. Alright, so that's that. Now we just need the hydrogen to go somewhere. And I'm thinking we're just going to do the storage close to here. So we're just going to do a hydrogen storage right here. This lets us just run this directly in there. Right. Voila. And now we just need to get the other hydrogen over here.
Depleted.
Should be pretty straightforward. I'm just going to go here. This should connect perfectly. There we go. It's so nice that the drones are so much faster now. Yes. Okay. So now we can connect hydrogen, and it's a little awkward here. Yeah. So we have a little bit of a problem here. It's because there's a shift, I think, in the grid. As you can see, there's that shift in the grid that I always talk about. And now we can't get things on that build. Okay, well, change of plans. We're going for this side. Oh boy. Okay, and then there we go. This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is really ridiculous. I don't know why I thought that this was a good idea.
Mineral depleted.
I'm doing it with everything else, right? Like I'm separating raw goods production and refining and production. I'm separating everything everywhere else. But for oil, nah. I'm just making a mess with the oil. Oh, gee, okay. Let's be more careful.
Flight mode.
I don't remember how to land. How do I land? Alt. Okay, there we go. Noise. Achievement. I like to get at least one achievement every time I play. Alright. So we can be a lot faster now. Whee! Just gotta be careful when you land that you don't just delete the environment. Alright, and I kind of want to go around this storage, right? Yeah, I'm gonna delete a couple trees here around here.
Mineral depleted.
There we go. Because I'm planning to make this, like I'm still planning to make this probably the big storage for all the refined oil, right? So we'll see. We'll see about that. Because now that I've placed it here, it's gonna be a bit difficult to remove it. Ah, there you go. All connected. Now our research speed should be twice as fast, in theory, since we're getting a lot more hydrogen in now. Once this snake here has been consumed, the flow is going to normalize. But since we have so much coming in from all sides, it seems like we might actually be... It's not really dropping, so it seems like we're really good. Really good there. Essentially, we might also be able to put another one up there now. And maybe let's put one more up there as well. And then another one here. Okay, actually we are not making enough matrices for that, it seems. So maybe take this one down and instead There we go. Just about barely able to do a little bit more research. I suppose that's not really worth it. No, that's not really
Mineral
worth it.
depleted.
Why do we not have any coils? Oh, don't tell me we ran out of copper. We completely ran out of copper. Okay, so we have something we need to work on next time. We actually ran out of copper. Completely. Actually, there's copper sitting right there. Oh, but that's right. We had a little problem here with connecting this for whatever reason. I don't understand. Okay, so
Flight mode.
we've completely eaten up all this. Oh shoot. Sorry for littering. Okay. Yeah, so we gathered the copper from over there, and that's completely used up, it seems. Yep. And the next copper is... let's check. There's 2 veins over there. Another vein there. I only have 66,000 left. That might actually be the only ones that are left. Right, there's these 2 here. Okay, wait. So those 2. That 1. Yeah, I think there's only 3 veins left, and then we are completely run out of copper. Which... that'll be a problem. We're gonna have to try to secure ourselves copper in the meantime from somewhere. Probably going to have to leave the planet and actually get copper from somewhere. Closest candidate, of course, being Canis Minoris over here. Because it actually has 500,000, so that's actually a decent amount of copper. So we can probably set up over here and set up a nice big copper farm. Yeah. And I'll see you next time, because I'm starting to get hungry. So, hope you're having a good one. Bye-bye.